Ford just killed one of the best engines it ever put in an F-150, not recalled. Not phased out quietly. Deleted from the order sheet, if a leaked order guide from late July is accurate, and multiple outlets have looked at it and found nothing to dispute. The 2.7 EcoBoost is gone from the 2027 F-150 lineup completely. And in its place, Ford is dropping in something that has no business being this far down the price ladder. That engine swap is going to affect every buyer at nearly every trim level. But it's not the only thing on this order guide worth knowing about. A V8 that vanished from two popular trims is coming back. Two of the most out-of-reach trucks in the lineup are reportedly getting more accessible. And one feature that's driven F150 owners to forums for a decade is finally getting deleted from the whole lineup with no exceptions. We're going through all of it, starting with the engine, because that's where this change is going to hit your decision.
First, if you were watching this before signing anything on a 2026 or 2027 F-150,
subscribe now. We go through these changes the way a buyer needs to, not the way a press release wants you to. The engine that's leaving, and the one taking its place.
The 2.7 EcoBoost has been in the F-150 since 2015, 11 years. It's a compacted graphite iron block, CGI, not ordinary cast iron, a significantly stronger and stiffer material, wrapped in aluminum heads, twin turbocharged, and paired to a 10-speed automatic.
325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque in current form. It's also, by most measures, the most reliable engine Ford ever put in this truck. Low drama, predictable maintenance. The kind of engine you put 200,000 miles on and don't think much about. And Ford is retiring it. According to the leaked order guide, the replacement is
3.0 EcoBoost,
a direct relative of the 2.7. Same nano engine family, same compacted graphite iron architecture, same twin turbo layout. But the bore is opened up, the stroke is longer, and the displacement jumps from 2.7 to 3.0 liters. In other applications, the Explorer ST, the Bronco Raptor, the Ranger Raptor, this engine has been rated between 385 and 418 horsepower, depending on tune. Ford has not published horsepower or torque figures for the F150 version. Those fields are listed as TBD in the order guide itself. Worth saying plainly, we don't know yet what this engine makes in a truck application, on regular fuel with a different tune. It may be detuned below the SUV ratings. It may sit right below them. We're not going to guess at a number Ford hasn't confirmed. What we do know is where this engine is going. The 3.0 becomes the standard power plant across XL, STX, XLT, and base Lariat trims. The volume center of the entire F-150 lineup. Most buyers who would have gotten a 2.7 will now get a 3.0. And on paper, they're getting more displacement for the same or lower base price. One limitation worth flagging. The order guide reportedly shows the 3.0 cannot be paired with the full factory TOW, haul package on certain configurations. If you're buying an F-150 specifically for towing, restriction matters, and you'll want to confirm it with your dealer before you configure. The 3.5 EcoBoost stays on the menu. The PowerBoost Hybrid stays. And the 5 Euro Coyote V8 isn't going anywhere either. In fact, it's going more places than it was before. The towing limitation on the 3.0 is the kind of detail that doesn't show up in the press release. That's what this channel is for. Subscribe if you want the full picture before you buy. The V8 comes back, and the Tremor and Raptor get cheaper, the 5. Euro Coyote V8 was removed from the King Ranch and Platinum trims as part of the 2024 model year refresh. Those two trims went to a 3.5 EcoBoost and PowerBoost hybrid-only configuration, and buyers were vocal about it. For a truck wearing a King Ranch badge, being told you can't have a naturally aspirated V8 didn't sit well with a lot of people who've been buying that truck for years. A leaked order guide puts the 5.0 back on both. King Ranch and Platinum would now offer 3 powertrain choices: the 3.5 EcoBoost, the 3.5 PowerBoost Hybrid, and the 5.0 Coyote V8. 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Confirmed figures for the current Coyote. an F150 application, from an engine with no turbochargers and no hybrid components. For buyers who prioritize simplicity and long-term ownership predictability over peak efficiency numbers, that option has been missing for 2 model years. If this guide holds, it's back. On the off-road side of the lineup, the Tremor and the Raptor are both reportedly getting lower entry configurations. The Tremor adds a new 400A equipment group underneath the current base. Keeps what makes a Tremor, the off-road hardware, the suspension, the 35-inch tires, the Fox Live valve shocks, but trades out the luxury content. Power seats go away. Dual-zone climate control goes away. The Bang & Olufsen's audio system goes away. You get the truck's capability without the premium cabin price. The Raptor gets a similar treatment with a new 800A equipment group. That configuration reportedly keeps the full suspension, frame, and the 450 horsepower high-output 3.5 EcoBoost intact. What it drops is interior tech and comfort content that drives the sticker up. The Raptor still isn't a cheap truck. But if this guide is accurate, more buyers will be able to get into one without compromising the hardware that actually matters off-road. The changes to the XLT package structure affect more buyers than anything else on this list. We're breaking that down next. Subscribe so you don't miss it when we go deeper on XLT value.
That's being cut. And what that means for you, the XLT is the best-selling trim in the F150 lineup.
And its top equipment group, the 303A, is reportedly being eliminated for 2027.
That's not as bad as it sounds. According to what's in the leaked guide,
the key items from the 303A are moving down into the 302A, effectively consolidating the 2 upper tiers into one. The 302A reportedly picks up body color bumpers and Ford Copilot 360 Assist 2, 0 as standard content. That's adaptive cruise, a 360-degree camera system, lane centering, and Pro Trailer Hitch Assist, BAT. Whether that consolidation works in your favor financially depends on how Ford prices the 302A when the official sheet goes live. But the equipment isn't disappearing. The STX tells a slightly different story. The dedicated STX FX4 trim, its own equipment group, the 201A, is reportedly gone. The off-road hardware itself isn't deleted. For 2027, the FX4 off-road package can reportedly be added directly to the base STX 200A as a standalone option.
what that means in practice, the pre-packaged FX4 deal is done,
but the capability is still there if you're willing to build it yourself on the order sheet. Whether the resulting price is better or worse than the old FX4 group price is something you'll want to check when Ford opens orders. Now, the 2 changes buyers have been asking for. Automatic start-stop is reportedly gone, removed from every trim level with no exceptions. No more engine shutting off at every red light. No more hunting for the button to defeat it on every startup. The regulatory pressure that originally required it, EPA off-cycle credits tied to the 2009 greenhouse gas endangerment finding, was eliminated earlier this year. Ford apparently read the room and pulled the feature from the 2027 lineup entirely. If the order guide is accurate, this is done. A new Ford security package is also reportedly coming, structured as a 1-year standard inclusion with an optional multi-year extension available at purchase. That's a departure from the subscription-first model that's crept into the industry over the last few years. One payment, extended coverage. Assuming the final pricing sheet reflects what the order guide implies, on the styling side, new grills and updated wheels across XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. 3 new colors, Birch Sand, Neptune Blue, and Wild Green. 3 colors cut, Antimatter Blue, Argon Blue, and Avalanche Gray. If any of those 3 is the reason you're holding out on a 2026, that window closes with this model year. The honest verdict: nothing on this order guide is confirmed. Ford hasn't released official specs, pricing, or availability. Horsepower and torque figures for the 3 Aero EcoBoost in F150 application are still listed as TBD. Treat everything here as a strong and credible leak, not a locked-in spec sheet. That said, if this guide holds up, The 2027 F150 is Ford responding to actual buyer complaints with actual product changes. The 2.7 goes away, but the replacement isn't a downgrade on paper. The V8 comes back to the trims that lost it. Stop gets pulled.
2 aspirational trucks get lower entry points without gutting the hardware that defines them.
The one thing to watch before you order, that towing restriction on the 3.0. If you bought the 2.7 specifically because it fit your towing needs and your budget at the same time, confirm with your dealer whether the 3.0 configuration supports what you're hauling before you commit. Full breakdown of how these engines compare, the 2.7, the 3.0, and when the 3.5 still makes more sense, is linked in the description. This video helped you understand what's actually changing before you sign anything. Subscribe.
That's what this channel does. No hype, no guessing.
Just the details that matter to the buyer.